He's 4-2 or was 4-2 last season in extra bouts. As a two-time New Jersey State runner-up and three-time place winner for Howell High School. Wrestlers shake hands. We're underway here at 174 with Penn State leading the dual meet 7-0. Driving in and taking Reitsma off the near left edge of the mat is Starocci. It forces a stall call here on Reitsma. That is a quick call against Reitsma. Starocci trying to work back in here on Reitsma, snapping down hard on the head. And again, snaps down hard on the head. Starocci really working these snap downs here. Reitsma trying to stay in good position. Trying to step back in here on Starocci. Starocci again snaps down hard on the back of the head. Now lines up a beautiful head outside single on the left leg. Pulls in on that leg. Reitsma on his right foot, bouncing up and down here at the left edge of the mat. Starocci drives through and gets that far ankle and takes Reitsma off the left edge with the takedown, and it's a 2-0 lead for Carter Starocci of Penn State. 2:12 remaining in the opening period. Starocci looks over at the Penn State corner and I think he's wanting to go ahead and just cut Reitsma loose. Sets up in the optional start, drops down on the ankles, and then allows Reitsma to stand and escape. It's a 2-1 lead. Again, a hard snap down here by Starocci as he really is working the head of Reitsma here in the opening period. Now slips in behind Reitsma and will trip him to the mat here on the far edge. It's a 4-1 advantage for Carter Starocci of Penn State as they go off the far side with 1:48 remaining in the first. Reitsma is set underneath. Starocci will again set up in the optional freestyle position. Drops down on the right ankle again and hangs on to that ankle for a few seconds as Reitsma does now turn and take the escape. It's a 4-2 lead for Starocci. 1:35 left to wrestle here in the opening period at 174 with the Nittany Lions leading 7-0 after the first two bouts. We started today's regular season finale at 157. Pulling in here on the head is Starocci. Again, snaps down hard on the head here. Both wrestlers working toward the near side. Starocci circles in behind and gets a quick takedown here and drives Reitsma off the near side. Well, almost off the near side. Still working here right at the edge. Now they go off. 58.7 seconds left in the opening period. Starocci's lead is 6-2. He has 27 seconds of riding time advantage as Reitsma will set up in the referee's position here in the center of the mat. Starocci on the right elbow. Reitsma to his feet. Starocci will go ahead and cut him loose for the escape, and it's a 6-3 lead as Starocci immediately works back in on Reitsma, trying to get in under that left arm. Reitsma fending him off. Reitsma trying to keep his elbows in and get his hands out. Starocci drops in under on a beautiful double leg, and it is an 8-3 lead for Carter Starocci as he works his way up here off of the legs and now in on the right side of Reitsma. I think Starocci would like to ride out the period here. Get that riding time advantage up over a minute. They go off the edge of the mat with 15.7 seconds left in the first. Starocci with 49 seconds of riding time advantage on the board. He leads at 8-3 over Shane Reitsma, the sophomore from Howell, New Jersey, with a record of 7-12 for Rider. On the right elbow again is Starocci. Legs in on the right side as Reitsma gets to his feet. Starocci brings him back to the mat. Reitsma again to a three-point stance. Starocci draped in on the right side, trying to return him as the period ends. We'll go to the second. Carter Starocci has an 8-3 lead. 1:04 in riding time advantage for Starocci. Starocci looking over at the coaches, asking what they want him to do as Reitsma takes bottom, and Casey Cunningham says, whatever you want to do. It's you're in control here, whatever you feel comfortable, and he'll set up freestyle optional position and allow Reitsma to run out of there for the escape. It's an 8-4 lead, 1:05 in riding time advantage for Starocci. Starocci trying to drive back in on a double leg, now picks up on the right leg, and bouncing up and down on his left foot here is Reitsma. Starocci trying to trip him to the mat here on the near edge, does, and he gets the takedown on the kick out with 1:31 remaining. They come off the near side of the mat. 1:31 in period 2, that is, with Starocci now leading 10-4. Back in the center. Let's see if Starocci will go ahead and continue to play the 2-for-1 game. He will. Cutting Reitsma loose for the escape. Reitsma gets in on the right leg, on the left leg of Starocci here. Starocci now with the whizzer, trying to fend off the single leg attempt by Reitsma. Reitsma now picking up on that left leg of Starocci. Starocci has only given up one takedown all season long, so this would be a feat for Reitsma. He has that left leg, but now Starocci is tying up on the wrists here of Reitsma. Reitsma drops to his knees, and we get a potentially dangerous call. Stopping the action here as that left knee starts to bend awkwardly for Starocci. 55.7 seconds left in period 2. Starocci leads at 10-5 as they work from the neutral position. Both wrestlers on their feet. Starocci has 1:10 in riding time advantage posted. Looking to add to a 7-0 lead in the dual meet for the Nittany Lions. Both wrestlers tying up in the center of the mat. Starocci trying to lower his level. Starocci looking for his 20th consecutive bout victory here in a Penn State singlet as he's in on the legs, and another stall warning against Reitsma, and then right after that the double leg takedown for Starocci. So 3 more points go on the board here for Starocci as he works out on the right side here. It should be a 13-5 lead for Starocci as they go off that far edge. Scoreboard showing 12-5, but there was a second stall call there against Reitsma at the edge of the mat with 2.7 seconds left here in period 2. So we'll go to the third with Starocci leading. It should be 13-5. Starocci with the choice will take bottom to start the third. Setting up on the right elbow here is Reitsma. Starocci quickly to his feet. And Starocci turns and takes the escape. Well, we're showing 13-5. Thought there was a stall call there at the edge of the mat. Maybe not by Ray Santiago. I don't know what he was signaling, if not stall. There was a stall call there against Reitsma. We got a takedown here for Starocci. Sneaks in behind, gives up the escape, and right away he's back in on the left leg here. And he pulls in on that left leg, and now will trip Reitsma back to the mat. And he gets the takedown here at the edge. 17-6. Lead on the board here for Starocci with 1:18 remaining in the third. Now kicking away for the escape is Reitsma. And Starocci again cuts him loose, and now it's Reitsma shooting in. Head inside single on the left leg. He has that left knee of Starocci. Starocci rolls through, comes up through the legs here of Reitsma, and he's in on that right side. Reitsma now rolls through. Starocci dives in, and Ray Santiago is going to say they're off the edge of the mat. No takedown for Starocci. They come back to the center with 56.9 seconds left in the third. Starocci leads at 17-7. Starocci trying to work back in here on the left side of Reitsma. Snapping down hard on the head, gets in behind Reitsma and gets both legs, brings him to the mat here for the takedown. And they'll come off the edge with 28.6 seconds left in the third. 19-7 now on the board for Starocci. Starocci is going to give the escape here to Reitsma, so they'll start neutral with 28.6 seconds left. 19-8, the lead for Starocci. Needs a couple more takedowns here to try to get the technical fall. He's trying to drop in, does drive through on the legs, gets the takedown. He's going to cut him loose again here with 14 seconds left, and he drives in on Reitsma as they go off the edge. 13.4 seconds left. Riding time point assured now at 1:38 for Starocci. Dives in on a double leg. Starocci trying to drive through here. Reitsma trying to hang on. Starocci out on the left side of Reitsma. Takes Reitsma over toward his back. Reitsma rolls through and grabs the left ankle. And Carter Starocci will settle for a 21-9, or make it a 22-9 major decision here at 174. 22-9, the major decision for Carter Starocci. And Penn State leads the stool meet 11-0 after the first three bouts. For the Nittany Lions, Penn State with a 22-2 edge in takedowns through the first four bouts here this afternoon, and again leading 15-0 as we got underway at 197. Max Dean, now the top-ranked wrestler in the country here at 197, with the news that broke on Monday. A.J. Ferrari, the returning national champion, and previously the top-ranked wrestler in the country all season for Oklahoma State, will miss the rest of the year. He will have surgery following that car accident back on January 24th. And certainly wish A.J. Ferrari all of the best in his recovery as Max Dean works in on the right side here of Azeem Bell and picks up the initial takedown. Bow and arrow here by Dean. He comes under the chin. Max Dean takes Azeem Bell to his back, and he has Bell in trouble here near the center. Max Dean trying to settle in here on that left shoulder. There's the pin for Max Dean. Max Dean gets the fall for Penn State. So we go to 133 pounds. The Nittany Lions lead at 33-0. Roman Bravo Young, the returning national champion and one of 5 top-ranked wrestlers now in the Penn State lineup, taking on Richie Koehler. And we're underway here. It's Koehler trying to work in on the left leg. He has that left knee here of Bravo Young. Bravo Young working up over the shoulders here and trying to slide past Koehler out on that right side. Now he flips over here and grabs the ankles of Koehler. Both wrestlers with each other's ankles, but it's Bravo Young now coming up through the legs, turning in. Now Koehler trying to turn back in on Bravo Young, has a reverse grip here on the right calf here of Bravo Young. Bravo Young working out on the right side here of Koehler, and we'll get a stalemate, properly stopping the action by official Ray Santiago. 2:16 left to wrestle here in the opening period. Bravo Young 13-0 on the season. Drops in on a head inside single. He's got that left leg, slips in behind, and gets the initial takedown here over Richie Koehler, a redshirt junior from Middletown, New Jersey, and Christian Brothers High School. Koehler is 17-6 on the season, was an NCAA qualifier last season, and Koehler gets the escape to make it a 2-1 lead for Bravo Young. The returning national champion snaps down on the head, circles in on the left side, and gets a quick takedown here for a 4-1 advantage. And Bravo Young squares up with Koehler and gives him the escape. Bravo Young working back in. Koehler with a taped left leg up above and below the knee, and driving in hard is Bravo Young on that left side. Sleeve also on the right leg of Koehler. Little limp arm here by Bravo Young, and he drives through the legs, and off the left edge of the mat they go, with Bravo Young racking up 3 quick takedowns in the opening minute and 40 seconds here of the opening period. It's a 6-2 lead for Bravo Young. Fourth-year senior from Tucson, Arizona, in Sunnyside High School. He'll push Koehler away again for the escape to make it 6-3. Bravo Young back on the attack here, snapping down hard on the head, drops in on the left leg, trying to throw Koehler by. Koehler trying to fend this off here at the edge of the mat, and now Bravo Young does clear the arm, and he drops in and grabs the other leg. No takedown awarded yet. Koehler trying to fight it off, cannot, and Bravo Young does get the takedown as he drives Koehler off the near side of the mat with 49.3 seconds left in the opening period. 8-3 the lead for Bravo Young. Bravo Young now with 72 takedowns on the season. He's given up one so far this year. He gives up an escape here to make it 8-4. We'll get a stall warning against Koehler. Boy, that's a tough call against Koehler, who was circling at the time. Now Koehler drops in on the left knee of Bravo Young. Bravo Young sprawling back. Koehler reaching out for that left leg. Bravo Young pulling in on the head. Trying to come up under the left arm here. 15 seconds left in the opening period. Bravo Young trying to step up over that right shoulder. Koehler able to square up with him. Koehler tries to shoot in. Bravo Young snaps down, gets the left leg, gets the takedown with 3 seconds left in the period. We go to the second. It's Bravo Young now leading 10-4. 5 first period takedowns for Bravo Young, who has 30 seconds of riding time advantage. They'll start neutral. Bravo Young's choice to begin the second period. Bravo Young, a 3-time All-American, again national champion last year, a 5 seed in the uncontested 2020 championships, and took 8th as a freshman. Riding a 27-bout win streak into the spout with Koehler as he pulls in that left arm, taped left arm above and below the elbow for Koehler, as well as a taped left wrist. Koehler has a lot of tape on him. As another takedown here for Bravo Young. Snapped down and worked in on that left side. We are down to 1:15 remaining in period 2. Bravo Young cuts him loose for another escape. It's 12-5. Bravo Young snaps down hard, gets in behind. No takedown awarded as Koehler squares up with him and fights off that attempt. Now Koehler trying to reach out for the left knee of Bravo Young. Bravo Young sprawls back. Now Bravo Young pulling in on a front headlock in on the right side. Snaps down and jumps up over the shoulders for a quick takedown. Now Bravo Young trying to give Koehler the escape, but Koehler drops down on the legs and we'll get a stalemate, stopping the action. 45.2 seconds left. Now Bravo Young says, I'll give him the escape. Let's start neutral. And they do. 14-6 the lead for Bravo Young. Shooting in is Koehler. Bravo Young counters, circles on the left side, and gets another quick takedown. The lead is 16-6 for Roman Bravo Young. 30 seconds to work with here in period 2 for the senior from Tucson, Arizona. Looking for his 72nd career win against 9 losses is Bravo Young. Koehler 41-18 in his collegiate career, was the Mid-American Conference runner-up last season, and a beautiful hard double there by Bravo Young. Man, with authority, Bravo Young gets the takedown, and the lead is 18-7 for Roman Bravo Young. And he'll ride out the period here. We will go to the third. Bravo Young leads at 18-7. He has 126 in riding time advantage. And Koehler will take bottom. And again, Bravo Young says, let's start neutral. So we'll give the escape here to make it 18-8 at the start of the third. And on a nice single leg and driving through is Bravo Young. The lead is 20-8. 10 takedowns for Bravo Young in this bout. Up and out for the escape is Koehler. Bravo Young in on another beautiful double, trying to finish it off here, and he does. Drive Koehler back to the mat, and it's a 22-9 lead for Bravo Young. Bravo Young out on the right side now of Koehler. Pulling in here on the head now. Koehler reaches out and tries to get a hold of the right thigh of Bravo Young. We'll get a stalemate from our official, Ray Santiago, with 1:19 remaining in the third. Bravo Young again will give the escape, and we'll start neutral. 22-10, the lead for Bravo Young. Back in another double leg is Bravo Young. The lead is 24-10. He's going to try to cut him loose again and again. Koehler will reach out and grab the left knee of Bravo Young. Will get a stalemate with 1:06 remaining in the period, and Bravo Young again will give the escape. We'll start neutral. It's 24-11, and Bravo Young now looking for a takedown that will give him the technical fall. He's trying to get a headlock here. Now he steps over and drives back through on the left side for the takedown that ends it. A 26-11 technical fall for Roman Bravo Young. Time of the tech fall is 6 minutes, 7 seconds. Roman Bravo Young in what may be his final appearance here at Rec Hall. If it was a memorable one for sure. 13 takedowns. Penn State has 38, by the way, on the afternoon. Ryder has 2 as we get underway at 1:41. We know for sure this will be Nick Lee's final appearance in a Penn State singlet at Rec Hall. Fifth-year senior is in on a nice single leg, and he drops Quinn Kinner, ranked 25th in the country, quickly here for the initial takedown, and Nick Lee gives up the escape to make it 2-1. 25 seconds into the opening period here at 1:41. Lee, the returning national champion, one of 5 top-ranked wrestlers in this Penn State lineup, 13-0 on the season. Fifth-year senior from Evansville, Indiana, in Mater Dei High School, 4-time All-American already. Finishing 5th as a freshman and as a sophomore. First-team All-America honors as the number 2 seed in 2020, and then winning the national title last season. 2-time Big Ten runner-up, 2-time third-place finisher at the Big Ten tournament as well. Has an 18-bout win streak. Going into this matchup with the only ranked wrestler in the Ryder lineup, 25th ranked Quinn Kinner, a redshirt sophomore from Mullica Hill, New Jersey, and Kingsway High School, transferred in from Ohio State, where he spent his first 2 years of his collegiate career. 13-5 on the season is Kinner, who was a 2-time New Jersey State champion, went 167-8 in his scholastic career. He has 5 siblings, does Quinn Kinner. Down to 1:20 remaining here in the opening period. Nick Lee with a 2-1 lead. Shooting back in here on the left leg, and low on that left leg of Kinner. Kinner, the Wizard, trying to fight this off. Lee working, trying to come up behind, and does settle in on the left side here for the takedown, and a 4-1 lead for Nick Lee. Lee pulling in on the head here of Kinner. Kinner with his left leg extended into Lee here. Now Lee gets in behind Kinner. Kinner was dancing around and kind of bebopping during the midway point of today's dual meet, enjoying the music selection here at Rec Hall as Kinner is up and out here for the escape, and Nick Lee's lead is 4-2. 29 seconds of riding time advantage for Lee as they work now from their feet. Both wrestlers in the neutral position with 20 seconds left in the opening period. Penn State trying to post the shutout here in the season finale with Ryder. Needing a win here by Nick Lee over Quinn Kinner, and then a win by Bo Bartlett over Brian Miraglia in order to achieve that feat. First period ends with no further scoring. Nick Lee leads Quinn Kinner 4-2. Lee with 29 seconds of riding time advantage. Penn State leads the dual meet 38-0. They started at 1:57. We'll finish up at 1:49, and then again Brady Berge will wrestle an extra bout here today against Colton Washleski immediately following the conclusion of the dual meet. Nick Lee with the choice takes bottom to start the second period, leading 4-2. Kinner jumped the gun there, according to referee Ray Santiago, so a caution is issued on the Ryder sophomore, looking to become an NCAA qualifier and probably one of two guys that could get a hot NCAA tournament and earn All-America honors here for a rider this season. Jumps in here on the right side as Lee gets to his feet. Lee reaches down, grabs the right knee for a moment, loses it. Now Lee trying to sit out and turn in. Koehler readjusting here. Lee has the left knee. Koehler hanging on up under the right arm here of Lee. Lee still trying to work here underneath. Koehler in pretty good position though, locked in tightly up under the right arm here of Lee. Lee's still battling though underneath, and again he does have a good hold of that left knee, but can't bring Koehler up over, and we do get a stalemate with 1:22 left to wrestle in period 2. Koehler now with 8 seconds of riding time advantage in his favor. Referee Ray Santiago with a couple of words for Koehler as Lee is set underneath. Koehler sets up on the left elbow. Koehler taking his time before setting up. Lee to his feet, sits out, turns in. Koehler readjusts, scoots out on the right side. Lee with another shoulder roll. Koehler goes with him. Lee battles, trying to get his hips out in front of Koehler now. Koehler in head outside single position, hanging on to the right leg. Will get a stall warning against Koehler, issued by Ray Santiago, and that is the first caution, or first stall warning, I should say, against Koehler, who does have a caution against him as well. The stall warning for hanging onto the leg for that 5 count. As Nick Lee drops down here on the ankle. Again, working underneath is Lee. Koehler, very good ride here at the moment as he continues to work out on the right side. Lee working from his knees. Tying up now on the right wrist of Koehler. Trying to turn in here is Lee. Koehler readjusting out on the right side here of Lee. And Koehler will go over a minute in riding time advantage here. Under 30 seconds left in period 2. Lee trying to sit out and turn in. Koehler still riding out on the left side here of Lee's. Lee's still working. Trying to turn in here on Koehler. Koehler again readjusts and gets the double grapevine in. And Koehler now has Lee bellied out here in the center of the mat. Boy, what a ride by Quinn Koehler here in the second period. This is impressive stuff by the rider sophomore. And we'll go to the third period with Nick Lee leading 4-2, but Quinn Koehler now has 1:30 in riding time advantage. Koehler will have the choice and will take bottom to start the third. Koehler will get himself set underneath. Penn State leads the dual meet 38-0. The Nittany Lions will conclude an undefeated dual meet season. And it'll be the 6th time in the last 7 years that Penn State goes undefeated in the dual season. Sitting out here to start the third period is Koehler. Lee up under the arms. Koehler trying to work his way out here. Riding time advantage at 1:03 for Koehler. Lee still working to get it down under a minute, and he does get it under a minute here as he continues to work out on the right side. Nick Lee leading 4-2, chopping at the right arm here of Koehler. Koehler trying to turn in here on Lee. Lee still working out on that right side and pulling in on the head, and we'll get a stalemate from referee Ray Santiago with 1:13 left to wrestle here in the third. Nick Lee leads at 4-2. Koehler is set underneath. Lee on the right elbow. Santiago will give a caution here to Lee. And not sure what the holdup is here at the scorer's table. Riding time needs adjusted by a couple of seconds. 1:13 remaining in the third. 43 seconds of riding time advantage for Koehler. And what is a 4-2 lead for Penn State's top-ranked Nick Lee. Lee on the right elbow. Koehler working to his feet, does a little shoulder roll, can't quite get out of there as Lee readjusts up under the right arm. Spiral ride here by Lee as Koehler works from a 4-point stance. Koehler brought to his seat, now working up off of his right knee. Koehler battling to his feet. Lee drops in on the left leg, and he's hanging on to that left leg for a minute. Now let's go, still maintaining control here. And now Koehler trying to square up with Lee. Lee hanging on here to the legs, and he still has a hold of both thighs. Koehler sprawling back. Double leg position here for Lee, and we'll get no stall call on Lee, just a stalemate with 35.9 seconds left in the third. 4-2 the lead for Nick Lee. Quinn Koehler trying to work his way up in a seated position here as Lee works from one side to the other. Now Koehler does scramble out of there for the escape, and he pulls to within 4-3. 20 seconds left here in the third. Koehler now with an underhook in on the right side of Lee. Lee gets out of that tie-up. 12 seconds left. Koehler shoots in. Lee sprawls, circles, gets the takedown. Nick Lee will win his Rec Hall finale. Nick Lee wins it over Quinn Koehler 6-3. And Nick Lee will finish his dual meet career with 55 wins and 2 losses in dual meets for Penn State. He gives a wave here to the Penn State fans.